Okay, so now we're gonna talk about the plot of the story, and it's about this woman, Mara Motwe, who is a detective in Botswana, and she's a very strong and passionate woman. She's passionate about her work, and um, in the beginning of the story, we kind of get this explanation of about the setting, and then the story revolves around this woman, Happy Bapetsi, who seeks out Mara Motwe because she think her lost father has returned to her. So she comes for kind of advice, and and she's a little bit naive because she just this father character says the name of her mother, and then she kind of instantly thinks that it's her father. So uh, she takes him in her home and let him stay there, where she takes care of him because he is an old man, so he can't do much. But in a couple of days, where he hasn't done anything uh, for her, but uh, she has done everything for him. She comes back to Mara Motwe because she's kind of suspicious about if he really is her father. And then Mara Motwe thinks that if this is in fact her father, she must or he must in some way be able to sacrifice himself for her. So she drives up to the house where he sits on the front porch or in front of the house, dressed as a nurse, where she says to him that Happy has been in an accident, and she needs him to save her life, but he kind of hesitates and says, I'm an old man, I can't really. And she keeps explaining that if he doesn't come with her, she won't survive, and in the end, she gets him to tell himself that he is in fact not the father. And yeah, that's the plot. So she finds out um, that he's a fake father. And now for the characterization.
Yeah, so we have first of all we have of course Maura Matsue, and we say that she's a really dominating person. Like she likes to take charge of the situation and do things in her way. And also she is curious that she wants to find out everything. Like it's not there's not a case that is too hard for her to find out. And then she is persistent that she does not give up. And then we have this quote up here where she says, "It might take me a day or two, but I'll find out." And then she's also skeptical because she does not trust all people she's meeting. She like thinks a lot of what they say to her. And then of course also fair that in the story they tell us that if she does not solve the crime, then the customer gets her or his money back. Um, and also she can read people like Sherlock Holmes. She can tell something from from how they look. Um, and also she is a patriot of her country. She loves her country, and that we can see in the line over here. Just there we go, and then it says, "I'm not, I'm not ashamed to be called an African patriot," said Maura Matsui. "I love all the people whom God made, but I especially know how to love people who live in this place. They are my people, my brothers and sisters. It is my duty to help them to solve the mysteries of their lives. That is what I'm called to do." And now we can see that she actually loves her country very much, very much. She's also very creative, like when how the way she gets the fake dad to tell her that he's not the real dad. And then we have Happy Babetsi. She's is naive, but also she isn't, because in the beginning she trusts her that the fake father is her real father, but then over the time when she does all these things, cook for him and wash his clothes, and then she starts to think about that he isn't a real daddy, and that we can see on page 38, and we just have the text here. He told me my mother's name was correct, which was correct. And just by telling that the father is telling her her mother's name doesn't mean that he is her real father, but then she believes him, and that is where she is very naive. Also, she is a woman of the old days, or natural African lady, like the things we hear about her cooking for him and wash his clothes and do all these things for him when he's just laying in the bed or sitting in a chair and watching television all day. And then at last we have the old. And then at last we have the fake daddy. Of course, he's a fraud. That the way he just can go into a person that he doesn't know and then tell her that he's her daddy. And he's also very lazy, and that's what I told before with that Happy Babetsi is doing all the things for him, that cook for him and wash his clothes and all those sort of things he's doing for him, and then he doesn't do anything. So yes, thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye bye.